Suicide, irrespective of how the act is committed, is the act of taking one's life. According to the WHO, there are indications that for each adult who died by suicide, there may have been more than 20 others attempting suicide. Suicide occurs every 40 seconds and is the second leading cause of death amongst 15 to 29-year-olds globally. According to research, the causes of suicidal thoughts can include depression, anxiety, eating disorders such as anorexia, substance abuse, and people with a family history of mental illness, amongst others. Suicide thoughts can range from a detailed plan to a fleeting consideration, but it does not necessarily include the final act of suicide. According to the WHO report, the rate of suicide globally is becoming alarming.
Suicide is a major public health problem all over the world. As many as 800,000 people die because of suicide every year, and there are many more people who attempt suicide. There is one suicidal death every 40 seconds.
Historically, in African societies, suicide has often been viewed as having low rates, but in recent times, it is argued that the rates have increased markedly. According to the WHO report, suicide cases have been on the rise in countries such as Nigeria and Kenya. Suicides in Kenya rose by 58% between 2008 and 2017 to reach 421. The report also shows that men are susceptible to committing suicide than women. Out of the 421 suicide cases in 2017, 330 involved men. Here's a story of a mother of four who lost a sister to suicide.
I lost a sister through suicide. She was married and she had 4 children. In a sense, the society failed her. Her church failed her, and yes, her family failed her.
In Africa, Lesotho is reported to have the highest rate of suicide and Nigeria 7th, and also ranking 15th globally with the recent rate at which teens commit suicide, especially with the aid of insecticide. In other parts of the world, hanging and firearms are the most common methods of suicide. The other countries in the top 7 African countries with high suicide rates include Côte d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, Uganda, Cameroon, and Zimbabwe. According to the International Association for Suicide Prevention, in conjunction with WHO, we must act to respond to a serious public health problem that has been considered taboo and un-African for too long.
In addition to countries, communities can do a lot. We need caring societies which can provide immediate help to people who are feeling isolated, depressed, and are contemplating suicide. If that can be done, a large number of deaths could be prevented.